I finally finished priming the ceilings and the walls so we can go ahead and get their final color on there, which I am super excited about because that's just bringing us one step closer. In other news, the master bathroom, this valve here is still leaking, and it's leaking worse than I thought. I wasn't here for like a week and a half, and I came back and like, it's hard to tell, but all the floors swelled up. I was going to take out this master bathroom floor anyway because it's like some sort of particle board, which water, swelling, particle board, not good for, like, this is a clear representation of why this is terrible, and I'm not even sure like why this is in here. Let's say a sixth of the bucket is full overnight, and I was not here for like a week and a half, so that is a lot of water that's down here dripping in my crawl space and whatnot. So this is definitely gonna be a project that we need to take care of very, very soon, which means all of this is coming out. And I am going to be converting this bathroom into a full bath. It was only a half before, but it is a full, and I'm doing the whole 9 yards with the permit process and everything, so that way I can get it to reflect on my tax records, and that way my property value goes up. We'll just close this because I am tired of hearing that dripping. Anyway, so this is the master, and it is all primed, ready to go. So hopefully we can get this ceiling done. I wanna get this ceiling done. And then I primed the living room as well as the dining room yesterday. So depending on how those room goes, hopefully we can go ahead and knock these out too. As you can see, it is freaking dark in here, which is why I want to do this ASAP so I can get my fixtures up. I already have all of my fixtures. I just need, you know, to get it done. To spray the ceilings, we're going to be using this Graco Magnum X5 airless sprayer with the extension tip on here, so that way we can reach nice and easy without, you know, needing a ladder. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't used this before. Last time we cranked it up, Jason was the one that painted, so this is gonna be interesting. The only thing that I'm a little worried about is that while Jason was painting, I was being very cautious to keep this guy in the gallons of paint. I'm doing this by myself, so I don't have anybody to like make sure that this guy stays straight into the gallon all the way to the bottom. So I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully it'll be good. I don't know. I need to tape off the windows. Luckily I have clear plastic, so I still get a little bit of light coming through. Yay! Time to Dexter this place up. Now I just gotta do that exact same thing to 4 more windows. A couple hours later, I got all the windows taped off, so we are ready to start spraying the ceilings. Just finished getting this guy all primed up. I'm gonna be using Promar ceiling paint. So I put it in this room when I'm doing this room, so that way I have nothing in my way when I'm going back and forth. Hopefully that helps. That looks pretty solid. All right, I'm gonna stop wasting paint now. Time to send it. Let's see how long it takes to do this ceiling with all those hours of prep work. Okay, not bad. That's fun. Hooked up another light because it's kind of hard to see where I've been, so I'm kind of just, I want to make sure I hit everything because this is a 1 coat. The ceiling in this room took all of 5 minutes to complete, which is great because now we can move on to the next one. After I top off this paint. Another one done. One more to go. Here we go. Honestly, I love these sprayers. Once you start using a sprayer, there is nothing like it, I'm telling you. 5 minutes to paint a whole ceiling. It took me like I was doing the walls and everything too, but it took me like 2 hours to prime each room, 2 coats. But same thing, whatever. It's still a crazy difference. Now it's time to knock out this hallway. Moving right along, I'm gonna try to wrap this up because I am starving and I have not eaten yet. And it's 1:53. I think we started at, I wanna say like 12:30 maybe was our first spray. I don't know for sure, but it hasn't been very long and we were just making moves. This room's gonna be a little tricky because I have this humongous washer dryer unit here. Yeah, don't ask why I have that so early, but anyway, I do. Well, the reason is because it was on sale and I got like $400 off, so that's why that is there. But it proves to be a pain. Like, it was really annoying to roll over that. It took me forever. Hopefully the sprayer is not as bad, but yeah, that's gonna slow us down a little bit. Oh no! I think it unprimed. Shit. I think it unprimed when I changed the location of it and it shot out. This is probably not the best idea, but it's better than a... Hey, calm down over there. You scared the bejesus out of me. Hopefully this blends in better than it looks right now. That's all we can do. It is what it is. We have made some good progress. I powered through last night and primed all of the trims in these areas that we've been painting, so that way I could paint them today because I'm determined to get paint on all these walls and get these rooms and hallways and everything all painted off. I painted all the door frames, so all of those are primed as well. In all 3 rooms and all these hallways, it was a lot to do. My hand was cramping 24/7. But we did all these, we did these door frames, we did that one, this guy, we did this window, and all the way up to this side. And then this morning, I just went around and caulked all of the windows, like on the outside where they put the, like the window sill framing, I guess, around the window. For my first time using that spray gun, I am satisfied with the results. Everything's nice and flat. I'm not noticing any major spots that I missed. Once I guess we get the ceiling fans on, we'll find out if I missed anything or not. I kind of feel like I could get away with doing the window sills and the door frames without taping the ceiling. I got this room all masked off, but man, it is taking a long time, so I'm just going to send it with the trim. I did pick up this new tip for the trim. It's a 211, so it's much smaller of a fan, and it should not do a bunch of overspray. For the trim, I'm using Promar 200 Extra White. That should be good. All right, here goes nothing. Oh, this is not gonna go well. Or is it? All right, I think I got it. I'm pretty sure I had the pressure up a little bit too high. That's why I was getting so much overspray on the ceiling. I turned it down now and I got nothing over here. Which is good, because that gives me confidence with doing the rest of them that I won't have that issue. And I did the same upside down technique here. Kind of looks like I've done this before. Sort of. Maybe not. If you're an actual painter, then you know I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But if you're not a painter, this looks legit. Except for the fact where I just painted the floor. This is all getting covered anyway, but let me just be a little more caring, because that was kind of stupid. It is water-based paint. Good. It shouldn't be that difficult to get off, but still. Don't be dumb like me. That was dumb. Dumb, Bianca. Bad Bianca. Okay. Here we go. Gosh, that's satisfying. I'm an idiot. Ah. Can't even really see where I touched it though. Gets in all those little nicks and crannies, no problems. So much easier than freaking a brush. I don't know about easier, but quicker. Cool, so I'm just gonna do this for the next hour. I'll let you guys know how it goes. It is a new day and the trim looks pretty freaking good. That's looking nice. It's all dry. No rush marks all over the place. Looks like the coat did pretty well. I don't see like missing spots anywhere, which is good. There is one spot that I messed up. It's not the end of the world. When I was coming over here to paint this window and these jambs, the rope for the spray gun hit the wall. And then I, did what I tried to do on the roof and rub it a little bit. And yeah, and then I sprayed it again, to try to blend it in. And then this morning I came and I touched it thinking it was dry. And obviously, for some reason, this part is like too heavy right here. This is dry up here, but I guess just where I, re-put it. So I'm gonna have to sand that down most likely and coat it again. But not to worry, because I'm not painting this room today anyway. I still have a little bit of work to do in it in terms of like mud work and stuff. So this one's gonna be done. We're painting this way, that way. Also in my YouTube watchings yesterday night, I found a couple new things that we're gonna try to make our masking process easier. One of these little guys. The one that I was seeing online was the 3M one, but that thing was like 55, 60 bucks. I'm sure it's worth it, but I'm gonna just see if this $25 one works, It's gotta be quicker than what I'm doing right now. I am done playing games. Got a new tactic. I just put it on the wall all the way across, put my little pieces, and then I just do one whole strip at a time. crazy. I'm freaking efficient. Got everything ready to go. That took way longer than anticipated, but everything is finally masked off. And I mean everything. Ceilings, door jambs, windows, more door jambs, more ceilings. Everything is ready to spray. All 3 rooms, the hallway, and the living room. Unfortunately, once again, I am racing against nighttime. So I'm starting my first coat when it's about to be dark out, which is great considering I need to wait a couple hours before I do the second coat. But yeah, same. I'm gonna be using the same spray gun, the same extension, so I don't have to get like on a ladder. And we're just gonna send it. You know what, guys? It's gonna be a one coat kind of job because I gotta get out of here. Number 1, it goes on super heavy. And number 2, wow, that's really red. Or am I red? I'm red. And number 2, it sucks up paint like crazy. I have to put this back on, but yeah, I'm just gonna do the other 2 rooms. They're the same color. Finished taking off all the masking in the first room. Looks pretty good. I only messed up on the ceiling right here, which was my first swing at it. I overshot a little bit, so I have to see if I could fix that. But other than that, it doesn't look like I hit anywhere else, which is awesome. And yeah, so I'm just gonna take off the masking for the rest of the 2 rooms. Yeah, boy. What? Come on. Uh-oh. But now it's still going. All right. We gotta come down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. I wasn't thinking this through. Walls are painted, and are you guys ready for this? Boom, baby! Big shout out to Jason for coming over to help me install these fans so that I wouldn't get electrocuted. I went with them because the wood on the fan panel should match nicely with the stain that I'm going to try to refinish the hardwood floor of the rooms with, so that should be a nice little boom boom. The fans in the other room done as well. I went with the same 3 fans in the rooms just to keep it nice uniform. I liked them. And just to keep it clean. Overall, I am pretty satisfied with the paint. There are a couple like areas that I need to do touch-ups. I was putting the tape like right in the crack of where the wall and the ceiling meet, and I did a little bit more research, and I think you're supposed to leave like up to a 1/8 gap, 1/8 inch gap on the top. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but that probably would have prevented like the little spots that I'm seeing that it's a straight line, but it looks like it could have gone a little bit higher. Went with pure white for the walls. Honestly, I think I went a little too white, but it is what it is. I think it will be fine because I got my floor in, which is gonna be a darker floor, so that along with the furniture should help to, you know, give a little bit of color to the room and not just make it all white. But note to self, I probably wouldn't go so white next time, but I guess I'll have to see what it looks like once everything's in here to make that final decision. Finally got this light up here too. It is super bright, so I had to, like, this is all the way up. It doesn't even do it justice here, but when we first put it on, it was like blinding. So I had to get this dimmer switch so that way we can just turn it down a little bit, and then boom, put that guy new. So it is looking good. This is the living room light right here. It's a little, I don't know, little interesting vibe thing. I didn't know really what to put in this room. I didn't want to put a fan because it's not really going to be a hangout spot. So this is what I found. It seems to work for now. I don't know. We'll see what happens when all the furniture's in here. And then finally we put in this dining room light, which I really like. These little wood things you can put whichever direction you want. A lot of people put them straight, but I was thinking, like, if you're coming, oh geez, if you're coming into the dining room from this area and you have them all straight, you don't really see the light bulbs, which I got like the ones with the, you know, the stuff inside of them, whatever. The little, like, I don't know, the cool designs. I twisted them a little bit so we get a cool little angle on all the light bulbs and you could see the whole effect of the light. And then it happened to make this really cool ceiling graphic from all of the shadows, which was just an added benefit. You guys might not like it, but I think it's pretty cool. So now we just have to change the outlets in the room and the switches, and then those should be good, minus, you know, floor and baseboards. But the floor is gonna be a whole big project that I'm not ready to tackle just yet. In terms of the paint, like I said, I have those couple spots along the ceiling that I wanna touch up, as well as any spots where I might have touched with the tape, taking it off. It happened a lot kind of in the corners because I took off the masking tape when it was still wet so that I wouldn't get that like jagged line. I probably could have waited till it was a little bit drier, but you know, you live and you learn. So a couple spots I just gotta hopefully touch with the brush. I definitely next time will back roll after I spray, mostly for the fact because if I have to touch things up, it will blend in better. Now there's like a spot or two in the crammed like hallway area where I had some drips because it was so tight and I should have just taken off the extension, but I didn't. So I have drips, which if I had back rolled, one, the excess paint wouldn't have been there, and two, even if it was and I had to repair it, I could have just rolled on there and it would have blended in better. Now I kind of have to find a good like break point where I could roll that little section of the wall, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, so I have to figure that out just to do some of those touch-ups, but other than that, like I said, everything went pretty good for my first time, I think, doing, like, I've never sprayed ceilings before myself, I've never sprayed walls, I've never, like, masked off such a big job like that, so, yeah, overall, I'm pretty satisfied with it. And on to the next project. I'm also really happy to finally have light in the house, which is freaking awesome. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.